Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever video with a commentary. As you guys know, unfortunately the coronavirus has put a halt to my racing efforts, I should say, which means that I've been with no racing for about 6 months now. So yeah, that's why the YouTube channel was a bit quiet. So I decided to walk through some of my older footages and see what my favorite 10 overtakes were throughout the years. They aren't really in particular order, but let's get into the first one. So this one was back in 2020 in Van Rij. So you can see I had a really terrible kart. I was all the way at the back. I was fighting with these guys. I was in a big group and I decided to take advantage of what was happening, basically just staying back and seeing what I could do from there. Unfortunately, I did lose all the places because my car was over a second a lap slower, so that wasn't really a good one. On to the next one. This one was my first ever indoor karting race in Poperinge. Was my second all-time race, and you can see there that was basically a move I've been fairly well known for, I should say, in the karting community. I'm basically not really the guy that is really aggressive on my overtakes. I just like to push other drivers into mistakes, and to this day it has helped me actually. I've been known to be really consistent, and that overtaking style just works really well for me. Okay, let's get into number 3. This one was this season actually in Wavre, the electric karts I did for the Formula Karting Championship. This one also a bit the same actually. I was faster than this guy. I had a really good run here up the bridge. So I was really close. I saw he was defending, but not defending enough, so I just threw it down the inside. He tried to come back there on the left side, but well, there was basically no way through, and that was another move done. And I think I finished 5th overall that day, or 7th. I was certainly inside the top 10, I think. Okay, next one. So this race actually was in a training race I did in Kortrijk, where I usually train, and yeah, it was just a big train here. This guy was fast in quali, but really wasn't that consistent. So yeah, I've been behind him now for a couple of laps. Excuse me there. Seeing where I was faster, which was mainly in the first couple of corners of the lap. So we are now coming towards the end of this lap actually. So you can see I'm all over the back of him, just giving him a little nudge there. Yeah, first corner here. See, he has a bad exit, so I just tuck into the slipstream. He doesn't defend, so I just throw it down the inside, and that's another move done cleanly and onto hopefully the lead pack. So this race was actually my second all-time heat win of the Formula Karting Championship. It was this year at Kortrijk, so my training ground. It was basically dual overtake, so I went for the first one here. I already did my pit stop, those guys didn't, so they were slower than me. And I really needed to make sure that I got past them efficiently and quickly, which I think I did. So I already got the first one coming up through here, so he was slow, so just down the inside. He made way because he knew I was quicker, and that was done and dusted, and I managed to win that heat. At this race, this was my first heat win ever in Formula Karting. That was last year at Raceway Van Rij. We already had a clip from the same race day. This one was a really fast kart, so I was battling for the lead here. Second place guy just got me there, and I decided I decided, nope, I'm not giving up that easily. So I just stuck behind him through the lap. Wasn't really an opportunity here, so just seeing where I could bounce basically, and that came at the final corner of the lap, which is coming up now. As he just didn't defend, threw it down the inside, forced him wide, so he had to back off, and there we go. And I managed to pull clear of the field throughout the race, and I actually managed to win quite comfortably, which you can hear now. So for this clip we are also going back to 2017, I think. So it was my second year of racing in karts, which was also a training race here in France actually, with some of my karting buddies. So those two guys were basically fighting like crazy all the heat, and they just didn't really see me. So yeah, they went down the inside, they just went way too deep, and I managed to pick up a place there. Actually managed to scare them, I found out afterwards. So yeah, going through the final chicane, really fun lap, and fun karts as well. These are 390cc karts, so they are really fast, and you really need to slide them through the corners, but of course not scrubbing too much speed. But unfortunately I made a couple of mistakes, mainly at that hairpin over there, and I couldn't really get past the guy in front, the 49 kart, so I had basically to give up the fight, because that was really at the end of the heat, which we'll see in a couple of seconds. He was defending all over the place, so yeah, again I was in a really fast kart. There was a lapped kart coming up now, so he defended that, so I couldn't really take advantage of it, so I backed off. Did manage to go around the outside, then tried a dive bomb, but didn't work. I just went way too wide. Then I had to try and defend from the guy I just overtook a lap earlier, and there we go, the limiter came on, and that was the end of the heat. He was clearly very happy to manage to hold me off. Yeah, it was just a really fun day actually. Really enjoyed that day, and actually a really fun track to drive in as well. Karting Liège, certainly worth a try. For the last two overtakes we are going to SpaFrancorchamps, also this year, actually 2020 I should say, not 2021. So yeah, I had a really fast kart, managed to set the fastest lap of the race, and yeah, I was stuck behind him for a couple of laps, so managed to spot out where he wasn't as quick as me. So basically tried it here at the first corner around the outside, but he managed to, well, keep the inside, but he went wide. So back in the slipstream again, around the outside we go again. Did manage to outbrake him, but that wasn't really the plan, so I just sended it down the inside again. He wasn't really that happy because he did give me a slight nudge there towards the inside. So I thought I had him here, but he just came back again. And then we came through this corner. This is a flat out corner, so around the outside just not going to work. Defended this corner, and that was the overtake done basically. But I wasn't done yet in this heat. I managed to get the fastest lap of the race in, and quite soon, actually on the last lap of the race, I managed to find another guy to overtake. Also really hard fights here at Spa. It's a track that you really need to fight hard, and you're constantly needing to defend and trying to overtake, and yeah, it's a really fun track to race at. to drive solo at, maybe not, because it's not really that difficult of a track. I did a sign there to say you need to follow, but I didn't really realize that it was actually the last lap of the race, so I already had the position and there was no way that I was going to catch up with those guys, the front pack in 2 corners. Actually I did manage to gain quite a chunk of time, but well, I ran out of laps. But anyway, it was a fun day, fun track, fun atmosphere, and a fun track to race at. So I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you drop a like. If you're not subscribed to this channel yet, please do subscribe. When the time is right, I should say, to go back racing again, we will certainly be back racing. I already have some plans to go back into karting, hopefully in 2021. And yeah, also I have been streaming during this pandemic on Twitch. I will put all my socials down below in the description, so make sure you do follow over there as well. And yeah, just tell me down below what your favorite overtake was of these 10, and yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon.